In the world of rare coins, some stories are loud and well known, while others sit quietly in pockets, drawers, and forgotten collections, waiting for the right moment to be discovered. One such story begins in South Africa in the year 1999, a time when the country was stepping into a new era, balancing its rich past with a rapidly changing future. Among the coins produced during that year was the 2 Rand coin, a piece of currency that most people used without a second thought. It passed through hands at shops, markets, and bus stops, never announcing that it might one day become something extraordinary. To first glance, the 2 Rand 1999 coin appears simple. It carries the solid weight and familiar feel of South African currency, designed for everyday use rather than display. Yet coins like this often hide their value not in flashy design, but in the quiet details that only careful observers notice. The metal composition, the year of minting, the condition of the surface, and even the smallest variations in strike can transform an ordinary coin into a rare treasure. Collectors know that 1999 was a significant period for South African coinage. Changes in production methods, limited mint runs, and transitional designs created subtle differences that were never meant to stand out. These differences weren't advertised. They weren't celebrated. They simply existed, unnoticed by the public, while history quietly moved forward. The 2 Rand coin from this year carries more than monetary value. It reflects a nation's identity, economic shift, and craftsmanship at a precise moment in time. Every line and curve pressed into the metal was made with intention, yet some imperfections occurred naturally during the minting process. These so-called imperfections are often what drive collectors into a frenzy decades later. A slightly off-center strike, a rare alignment, or an unusual surface texture can make a single coin stand apart from millions of others. What makes this particular coin fascinating is not just its rarity, but the mystery surrounding how many truly exceptional examples still exist. Many were spent. Many were scratched, damaged, or melted down. Only a small number survived in near-perfect condition, preserved unknowingly by people who never imagined their spare change could become valuable. As time passed, collectors began paying closer attention. Auction houses, private collectors, and historians started examining 2 Rand coins from 1999 more seriously. Stories began to circulate about coins discovered in old wallets, inherited collections, or forgotten boxes, each one sparking excitement and debate. Was this coin special? Was it authentic? Was it one of the rare examples that could redefine its value? Condition plays a critical role in this story. A 2 Rand coin from 1999 that shows minimal wear, sharp details, and original luster becomes something entirely different from one that has been heavily circulated. The tiniest scratch or dull surface can dramatically change how the coin is judged. For collectors, perfection is not just preferred, it is everything. Beyond condition, provenance adds another layer of intrigue. Knowing where a coin came from, who owned it, and how it was preserved can elevate its status even further. A coin tied to a unique backstory becomes more than metal. It becomes a narrative, a tangible connection to a moment frozen in time. There is also the emotional side of collecting that cannot be ignored. Coins like the 2 Rand 1999 represent nostalgia for some and discovery for others. For South Africans, it may remind them of daily life at the turn of the millennium. For international collectors, it represents a piece of global history, a foreign artifact with its own identity and charm. As demand grows and supply continues to shrink, the value conversation naturally intensifies. Collectors compete not just with money, but with passion. When 2 people want the same rare coin, logic often steps aside. Bidding wars are fueled by desire, pride, and the fear of missing out on something that may never appear again. Speculation plays its role as well. Some collectors believe that certain coins are still undervalued, waiting for the right moment to explode in worth. Others argue that rarity alone is enough to justify extraordinary prices. In the case of the 2 Rand 1999 coin, these debates only add to its mystique. What truly captivates audiences is the idea that something so small and ordinary could carry such potential. A coin that once bought basic necessities now stands as a symbol of hidden value. It challenges the way people think about money, history, and worth. It asks a simple question: how many treasures are we holding without realizing it? This is why stories like this resonate so deeply. They invite viewers to look closer, to question assumptions, and to re-examine the objects they take for granted. The 2 Rand 1999 coin is not just about wealth. It is about awareness, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery. As collectors continue to search, authenticate, and preserve these coins, their legend grows stronger. Each confirmed rare example adds fuel to the story, pushing interest higher and making future discoveries even more exciting. Whether locked away in a safe or showcased under glass, the coin commands attention far beyond its size. In the end, the true power of this coin lies in its journey. From everyday currency to collector obsession, from unnoticed change to prized possession, it represents the unpredictable nature of value itself. And as whispers turn into headlines and curiosity turns into competition, the price attached to such a coin reaches levels few could have imagined, with some estimates climbing as high as $23 million.